Hi, I'm Mel from Barre Body. I'm wearing Vara from Mode Sportif, and we are going to be doing a 20-minute bar sequence. So all you will need is yourself, a mat and some support. A bench top would be absolutely fine, or a chair. You won't be needing it to pull away from, just for support and balance support. So we're going to get started. We are going to start today by coming towards your support. Have your left foot forward and your right foot back, and you're going to push your right heel down into the floor. You can bend your elbows and lean a little bit more into your bench top or your chair. Just giving yourself a bit of a stretch out through the right calf. Your left foot needs to be just slightly back behind your bench top or chair, just so you've got a bit of room in front of you. We're going to bring your right leg forward, so you can thread it forward between your hands and flick it back behind you. So you're just lifting it forward and flicking it back, forward and back. Just as long as if you need to bring it just slightly forward if you've got something in front of you, just as long as you get that nice flick back behind you, so we can loosen into the right hip and open up through the front of the hip flexor, lengthening back. We're going to do 4 more like this, and 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot back behind you, and you bend your right knee, push the left heel as far down into the floor as you can, and you can bend your elbows and really lean into it. Just focusing on that left heel down, right knee bent. And again, you've got a little bit of room forward from your support with the right foot. And we're going to lift your left leg up, thread it through to your hands, and flick it back. So you lift and flick, lift and flick. So we're opening and stretching into the left hip flexor and the joint, letting it feel nice and loose, so you don't need to hold it too tightly. Just let it open and move. And we'll do 2 more here. Last 1. And now we'll take a big step back from our support. We're going to reach both of your arms up towards the sky. Hold on to the right wrist. You pull up towards the ceiling, over towards the left. Bringing yourself up to stand, holding onto the left wrist. We push up to the ceiling, over towards the right. Bringing your arms up towards the ceiling. You dive your hands forward, down to your toes, drop your head. Nice and heavy through the head, not a yes and a no. Let's walk your hands out so you're in a downward facing dog shape, and just bend your right knee, then your left, and you should be starting to feel quite loose through the legs. We'll press both of your heels down, lift your heels up, tap your knees down to the floor, untuck your toes. Take your left leg back and your right arm forward and float them up and lower down. We're going to just do a few more like this, warming into the core, all the muscles that stabilize us. And we'll take your right hand down, your left knee in, take your right leg back, your left arm forward, and we float up and down. Trying to keep that midline nice and steady. We're going to do 3 and 2 and 1, floating it back in. So you're going to keep your neck as high as your rib cage and your pelvis. There's a long line from the back of the neck right through into the hips. The waist is lifted, belly is lifted. Tuck your toes under. And as you exhale, just soften off your elbows and hover your knees an inch from the floor. You're going to push your hips up to the ceiling, lower your knees down to hover. Push your hips up to the ceiling and knees down to hover. We're going to do 5 more. Push back and forward and 4, forward, 3, 2. Last one. As you come forward to hover your knees, you step your right foot back, left foot back. Hips to the sky, come forward to a plank. Hips to the sky. As you come forward, pull your left knee to your chest and back. Then we go right knee and back. Go left and back. Go right and back. Left. Keep it going. We'll do 1 more to each side, and then we're going to swap over to your hands. So now your left hand taps your right foot, full plank. Right hand, left foot, full plank. Left hand, right foot, full plank. Right hand, left foot, full plank. Last time each side. And as you come into your full plank, let's get nice and dynamic. Right knee to chest, left knee to chest. Start to mountain climb. Just as fast as you feel comfortable. Try and feel really springy on your feet. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the sky. Walk your feet towards your hands. Try and keep your knees straight. Extra stretch out through the legs. Then deep bend of your knees as you exhale. You scoop the belly. Roll yourself up to stand. And we're going to come over to our support. We're going to rest the fingertips onto the support. Bring your feet together, heels together, and you lift it all the way up onto the balls of the feet and drop. So you lift and drop. Nice and easy lift and lower. We're going to take our weight off the bar. So you're not using it at all to put any weight down. Even if you can hover your hands, that's great. And we're going to take your right foot up off the floor and just do the left side. So ideally, no support. And really, we should be able to smash up 30 of these, no problems at all with no support. So let yourself wobble around. Let your body find its balance. So good for you. For your strength and stability through your ankle. Great for your calf. We're going to do 2 more. Next time you're up, you can sink the heel down, drop your right foot down, lift both of your feet up, both of the heels up, take your left leg and lift it. Drop your right heel down and lift it up. So you drop down and up, down and up. And again, you're trying not to put any weight down through the bar, so if you can hover your hands or just use it for a little bit of balance if you need it. But let yourself wobble around as well. It's a really great balance challenge, and the wobble is good for you. Embrace a bit of the wobble. And we've got 6 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to step your left foot down. Step out into a second position. You're going to have your toes turned out, your heels turned in, your hands on your hips, and you're going to bend down into a plie. So like your back is sliding down a wall. You keep your head on top of your shoulders, on top of your hips. So you're stacking up all the joints of the body, keeping yourself in a neutral. Big stretch down and up. Next time you find yourself down, you're going to pause there. Keep your knees wrapping wide, so when you look down, you'll be able to see your big toes. You're going to float your heels up and down. Heels lift and drop. Lift and drop. We've got 8 more. And 7. See if you can sink a little lower for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Next time the heels are lifted, you pause there for just a moment. Drop just an inch. Lift up just an inch. Can you push down a little deeper into the balls of the feet, especially the big toe joint? Can you push right down into the big toe joint? Get your knees to wrap out. There's a spiral out through your thigh bones. We want to keep the knees bending out over the second and the third toe. Hopefully you guys are getting a little bit shaky, or maybe it's just me. You've got 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Next time you go down, you pause, sink a little bit deeper. You've got 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn back to face your support. Let's keep the front leg forward, whichever leg that might be. Lean a little further forward into your support and float your back leg up. You're going to feel the weight down in the foot that's on the floor. It sinks down into the heel, and you feel like there's a connection into the back part of the leg, so the hamstring and the glute. You're going to bend your front knee, bend your back knee, pull it in and stretch it out. Pull it in and stretch out. So a little squat down, reach back. Just using the bar for support. We've got 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Reach the leg back behind you. This is now a curtsy lunge. You're going to turn your front toes out slightly. And as you bend your front knee, tuck the back leg in behind the front ankle and stretch it back behind you. So you curtsy down and reach back. You curtsy down and reach back. Curtsy down, reach back. So you should be feeling everything through that front leg. You've got 8 more. And 7. Minimal weight going down into your support. 5 more here. 5. Lengthen away. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Reach the leg back behind you. You're going to step to the very back of your mat. Take your hands down and pop that front foot on your back foot. So minimal body on the floor, just the back toes. You're going to bend your elbows lower down and press up. Bend and lower and press. Bend lower and press. So you've got 5 here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your toes down. Opposite foot is going to step forward now. Take your hands up onto the bar. Bring yourself forward. Weight is going to be back in the heel. and you float your back leg up. And just pause there for a moment. Bend your front knee, bend your back leg, tuck it all in, and stretch back. Aim to keep yourself really long and lifted through your waist as you fold in and reach back. Fold and reach. Got 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's reach it back. You're going to turn your front toes slightly out for your curtsy lunge. You bend the back leg and you drop it down to the outside of the front heel and lengthen it back behind you. So you bend and drop and reach back. You bend and drop, reach back. Bend and drop and reach. So you should definitely be feeling that front glute work. Bend down, reach back. Bend down, reach back. 6 more here. Going down 6, reach. 5, reach. 4, 3, 2. On the last one, you reach the leg right back behind you. Step it to the very back of the mat. Take your hands down, kick your front leg on top of your back foot, bringing yourself into a plank. We bend your elbow as you lower down and press. Bend and lower and press. Bend lower, press. Let's go 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower your knees down. Just push your bottom back onto your heels, reaching your arms forward. Give yourself a little break. And then lean forward, drop your forearms down to the floor, stack your palms, bring your nose forward to your fingertips, float your right leg up to the ceiling. We're going to flex the foot. Push your right thigh bone up and down. Pushing up and down. So you push that right knee up as high as you can before your back starts to arch. So you can take your opposite hand, your left hand can come onto your lower belly or your lower back, and make sure that your back doesn't arch with the leg lifting. So you can keep pushing up like you've got a 10-kilo weight on your foot. Push up nice and high. Next time the leg is lifted, let's do little pulses up. You push up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second set, keep pushing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, you're pushing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right knee down, tuck your toes under, hover your knees up. Little knee taps, down, up. Can you hover your right toes? Same thing. Both knees tap at the same time. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down, right toes come down. Let's take your left leg up, untuck the right toes, flex your foot. You're going to push it up to the ceiling and down. So you're going to keep moving like this. Your right hand can come onto your lower belly or your lower back. You just want to keep your lower back nice and still. And you push it up nice and high with that left leg, like you've got a weight on the heel. Kick up and down. Kick up and down. Keep pushing up, aiming to keep your pelvis nice and square. Leg lifts and you hold it there. Push it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second set, go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set, go up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your leg all the way down. Push your bottom back to your heels. And coming forward, we're going to drop back down onto your forearms. Step your legs back behind you into a full plank. Lift your bottom up to the sky and drop it down to the right. Up to center, drop to the left. Up to center, drop right. Center, left. Center, right. So drawing a rainbow with your bottom. You want to scoop the belly in and up. We've got 6 more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up onto your hands. Send your hips up to the ceiling. Pedal out the legs. And now step your right foot forward between your hands. Take your hands up onto your bar and bring your left leg forward. You're going to lift your right heel up off the floor, bend your right knee and straighten the leg. You bend and straighten. So just a simple bend and straighten, keeping your spine nice and long. A little bit of single leg work for your right leg. Hands are soft on the bar. You've got 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, coming down and holding it there. Little pulses down, so you drop down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go down a little bit lower. Keep your pelvis square, and you've got 10 here now. Go down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the 1. Go down a bit deeper, and you've got 10 here. You go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your opposite leg down, left leg down. Right leg is going to lift. You lower down and up. So just your single leg press. Going down and up. You're really spreading out the weight from the big toe right to the outer edge of the foot. Next time you come down, you've got little pulses there. So you drop down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come down deep. Go a little bit deeper. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come down a little deeper, even deeper, and then go for 10 there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come down nice and deep. Step your back leg back behind you. Take your hands down to frame your front foot. Bring yourself back into your plank. Take your back hand forward, turn to face the camera, and reach the top arm up to the ceiling. You've got little pulses up to the ceiling here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. We're turning around. Top arm up to the ceiling. See if you can stack your feet. Lift up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. You've got a few options now. You can have your knees down underneath your hips, your knees back behind your hips, or full plank. Turn your thumbs to face in. Chest is going to tap the mat between the hands. You go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push your bottom back to your heels. Reach your arms forward. Let's walk your hands towards your knees, rolling yourself all the way up. We're going to step your right foot forward. So your right leg goes forward, drop yourself down into a lunge. Let's reach your arms up towards the ceiling, stretching all the way up and back behind you. Taking your hands down to frame your right foot, and you straighten the leg. Drop your right sit bone down to the floor and just reach your head forward towards your ankle. We'll step your right foot back, bring your left leg forward, reach your arms up towards the sky. You're lifting up and back behind you. And your hands come down to frame your left foot, straightening the leg, drop your sit bone down to the floor, just reaching your head down towards your ankle. And we'll flick your left foot in, sitting back onto your heels. We'll interlace the hands in front, just rounding your spine. Push your palms forward as you reach through. Arms up to the ceiling, lengthening through your waist. You lift up and release. Thank you so much for joining me.